Reality is setting in. People are realizing we are officially coming to an end with Destiny 2, and people are losing it. Jump into it.
The gaming counselor, here to spread the cheer. Join me on this adventure where gaming wipes away the tears.
Scholars, that's the wrong screen. Scholars, welcome back to the counselor's office. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor, and we are, Mr. Gaming Counselor here. Your one and only gaming counselor that's here to encourage critical thinking and not for you to be a video game, corpo doormat. That's right. Don't suck the toes of people who don't give a crap about you. I'm here to give you that guidance, to educate you. And today, of course, we're talking about more Destiny. I told you guys, and I've been, saying that this is the vibe, is that we are actually clubbing to the very end. That's right. We are coming together to the end. Anyways, Bungie shares candid bug updates on Destiny 2 live service. So people are starting to freak out now that we're getting to what seems like next week might be the last bug update, and people are pointing out so many different little small bugs. Like, okay, wait, so you mean you're just going to shut this off? Because Bungie has said when they shut the doors, there's going to be maybe a maintenance team and probably someone who's just going to flip levers up and down to disable things. Because let's be honest, these people are about to, lose their jobs. A lot of them are going to lose their jobs. They're going to go out the door, and that's it. Destiny's done. Like, that's the reality. They're going to have to put hopefully they get absorbed by Sony and or a company that will care about them, except for the bad ones. Hopefully the bad devs put the fucking fries in the bag like they deserve. But we don't know. We don't know how it's going to play out. But this is reality, and people are desperately pushing against this. I'm going to say it was worth. We all tried. Even I encouraged people, tried to get Destiny 3. People were going through Sony streams, going their Sony accounts, spamming everywhere. And you know what? Here we are. This should be a prime example why you should never suck the toes of billion-dollar companies. They do not care about you. There might be people in the company, like in Bungie, there's people who obviously did care about the community, but overall, the people who make the core decisions, who run the ship, the captain of the Titanic is still deciding to ram it into an iceberg, even though everyone's saying, hey, iceberg alert, you don't want to do that. But anyways, DMG had this to post. Could I do more? You all have done more for this game and our studio than could ever be imagined, and no words can accurately depict how lucky we are to have shared these worlds with you. Don't blame yourselves or think you could or should have done more. This is just the way it goes. By the way, if you've been playing Destiny and you've bought expansions, you bought seasons, and you've dealt with Bungie themselves screwing you over or lying to you or whatever, and yet you stuck by their side, you've done more than enough. And I think that's the thing. That's like, it's such a problem because everyone, like, a lot of people see that the Destiny community is a little weird for supporting Bungie for this long. Like, we got some Stockholm Syndrome Andes. But that just shows how dedicated people were to the game, to the community. I think it's weird when you dedicate yourself to the company. The game I can get behind, but people were taking it too far, defending Bungie themselves when aspects that should never have been, defended. But overall, you and these people have done more than enough to try to keep the game alive. So the idea that could you have done more? No, you paid for Destiny 3. I paid for Destiny 3. Everyone who has supported the game for the past 6-7 years. I did not do that for that stupid joke. So no, I'm sorry. It's just how the cookie crumbles in that statement. You have paid for it. I paid for it. That's the bottom dollar, right? no matter the future, we will always have these memories. Thank you for everything. This sounds like this when I saw this, even from DMG, I wonder if he knows something. Like either he knows he's about to get laid off, or he knows other people are about to get laid off. Like, I feel like there's a storm coming. There's a storm coming soon. It feels there's something there. So let's see what some of the quotes are. Yeah, there you go. This honestly hurts to read. Trying not to. This is a great segue. I made a comment yesterday about one of the best things that's happening is that now that Destiny 2 is over, all the weirdos and losers and the just the little, you know, psychos who go nuts for the leaderboards, their personality is also dying. So the try not kill myself challenge, that's what's going on for the leaderboard Andes. By the way, that comment apparently pissed those people off, because the like dislike, there was a lot more dislikes than normal. I think like 20 to like 100, but that was still noticeable. And then we got little chicken here. Little Andy's upset because we go through the conversation where I'm just, by the way, I'm going to tell you right now, this doesn't bother me. I have to take a shower to do my job. It's a requirement to have good hygiene, which anyone who actually has a job would understand. But just know, I will farm you and I will use it to boost my engagement, because it does. Likes and dislikes, they essentially don't really do anything. It's the engagement of commenting. I love seeing comments because usually the most commented videos are the ones that get boosted to the moon. So I will farm you, and I'll farm the little pay piggy. So yeah, I'm going against this guy. He's obviously upset because I keep talking about the leaderboard and he's not denying it. I have to take baths. By the way, it's so funny when you make them so mad that they don't even read what they're saying, or they make up bullshit. I have to take baths. It's called a professional job. You know, if you were in your mom's basement worried about shitty leaderboards and you won't get laid. By the way, leaderboards, the little numbers aren't going to get you laid. But you know what's going to get you laid? Having money from a job. Also, farming you for cash money, that can get laid. Thank you for that, by the way. That's the difference between me and you. I touch grass. Keep going. Boost my algo. I was be honest, by the way. I will be honest when, even if I'm riling you up, I will be honest. I have to take baths or my mom will will yell at me. Crazy admission from Mr. A. People are so mad about that. The AI intro is not changing. Suck my nuts. Fondle my balls. Unless you're going to pay for it, shut the fuck up. I'm not a $1 billion company. Unless you're going to, upfront a couple $100 for a nice intro, shut your damn mouth. Sorry. I'm not even like 100K sub scroony that has, making shit ton of money that can afford an editor. That part pisses me off a little bit. It's like, get over it or go away. Sorry. It's not like I'm making an entire video based off AI, which that is going to be noticeable. Are you dyslexic or you need to learn to read? Yeah. So anyways, I will farm you. It doesn't bother me. I will farm you for the algorithm to boost the engagement and everything. So thank you. Some of my greatest haters are the best supporters. Some of the most angriest people who show up, those videos usually do the best. And it's usually fanboys, ball fondlers, or shills that are upset. Thank you. It makes it worth it. Anyways, so this is the big thing that people are, freaking out about. So if we look at this, I hate that I can't zoom in for you guys because it's just a picture. Actually, I can do this. We could do this to the power of science. All right, so we got Luxtruck, Insurrection Prime, Divinity Cheese. It's still working as of today's 2 patch. Yeah, that was another cheese. It's actually easier than yeeting Insurrection Prime. It's a bitch and a half to try to get him to yeet when you could do it. Checkpoint is already available for most of you bots for your farmers out there. And then we have Don't Leave Me D2. I don't know where the the conversation just like it transformed, and D2 said, "Do not go quietly." Well, hopefully that means when they get fired, we'll get some nice juicy intel on. Like I hate. Listen, this sounds really bad, but I'm saying this from a perspective, from a consumer. When people get laid off at Bungie, we get more transparency. It always benefits it has always benefited us that when people get laid off, because we immediately get transparency as a big FU to corporate. So it sucks. It's like, what did you give up? Well, gave up a studio that a lot of people liked or used to like. So it's, and there's, like I said, there's a potential we lose the good devs, the devs that were fighting for us, the people that cared the most, that made people who did make Destiny. You know, we could sit there and blame and hate on all the shitty devs, but there's a lot of good devs that are about to get their cheeks clapped. And that's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. But hopefully they don't go quietly. I'm hoping the people that fought for us are also the ones that are going to be openly saying, here it is. So then we got this other one. Bolt, charge, and. So apparently there was a typo. Like, I find it funny, like you can tell who might have some kind of ism by the moment that they see one little thing that they latch onto it. And is there possibly, by the way, I guess the response to this from the Destiny 2 team was not changing it or not fixing it, which we'll talk about that in a minute. Is there a possible, is there possibly maybe a way to put the untainable titles in Legacy? Which is, again, these are so nothing burgers. Like, the game's ending. This is the last shit that I would want them to waste developer time. Like, who gives a shit about the Legacy? I wanted to make sure that we fix some things that are broken that actually hinder the game. Like, there's certain bugs going on in certain missions that can break the game. Focus on that. Who gives a shit about this? Not at this point. Yeah, so at this point, and this is gearing up to what we were talking about with the fact that we're wrapping up. They're wrapping everything up on a little bow and saying, hey, we're done with Destiny 2. So Destiny, I'm not seeing anything about Vanguard rep gains being adjusted, and that has me worried if this isn't it? Also, good morning, everyone. I woke up ravenous for these patch notes, so I'm on it early. Team is looking into it, cannot promise a fix. Wait, invader kills don't heal the primeval anymore? Thought that something was weird. They do, but a meager amount. May not be able to fix. And yeah, so we already did that. But people see, this is going to be a rare moment where I defend Bungie. We have people taking this tagline like Internet Hall of Fame. Bungie was made aware of an issue on Destiny 2. Very vague, by the way. The Destiny social team responded, team is looking into it, cannot promise a fix. Bro, I don't want to hear anyone ever say that my titles are rage bait or just out of context. This is missing so many issues. One, you're not even telling people what the problem was, because when you look at it, is it really that big of a deal? Like the Vanguard rep, it does impact gameplay, but I don't know, like but the fact that they cut it out of context, like, listen, I even said it in my post on Twitter. I'm all for calling out Bungie if they deserve it. And I will be the first one to do it every time. But context matters. They're about to have massive layoffs, and they're trying to shove all these fixes before they get kicked out the door. Like, this is another context is this game is end of service. It's done. It's about to be over. It's like complaining that Anthem didn't get any updates. Well, yeah, it was end of service. It's actually just end of dead now. It's just gone. I use I have Anthem. It's more of like a cup holder at this point, just laying a cup on top of it. But anyways, and a lot of people are coming out of the woodworks, and rightly so. Love how people are attacking Sony versus closing Destiny, and that's their fault. But the truth is, Bungie manager's fault. He made false promises. Okay, that hasn't. I want to see the bacon. What? Don't really want to hear anyone complain about this game anymore. It's community fault. Abandon the game. Wow. Holy shit. I did not see this. It's community fault. Abandon game. You cannot be joking. This is someone that's just got to be a LARPer, that they think they understand what's going on. Like, Sean, do you even... Bro, you're into wrestling. You need to stay out of the conversation. You don't know. I'm not even going to interact with this person because they're so deluded they don't even know what they're talking about. At least mention how the entire team is getting laid off. You're making it sound like they're just lazy. Again, context matters. I like to be fair. This is a fair point. You can always provide context that the dev team are trying to fix pressing issues with layoffs looming. Imagine telling your boss or clients, I'm looking into... Okay, again, context matters here. These were taken about my local time. Get your priorities right. Also, would soon wipe my ass with $20 bill before buying Marathon. A lot of people feel that way, by the way. A lot of people. It's nice to say they're trying everything they can to fix major bugs, to not leave the game in a terrible state, as Bungie is shutting down and they're getting laid off. Do things. F off of the bots in the comment section. For the non-bots, the history is that they're... Yeah. This post fucking sucks. When you word it like it makes it look like incompetence. Which, by the way, I'm always for calling out Bungie's incompetence. This isn't one of them. Like, they're literally... It's crazy. Because you gotta feel bad that they're trying to fix as many things possible, knowing that they're just gonna be kicked out the door. Man, that's gotta be depressing, knowing that you're being forced to try to fix as much stuff as possible while they're kicking you out the door. That's tough. Sounds like the typical Destiny garbage maintenance, so no difference from... Oh my God. Okay, please tell me there's redeeming quotes. This is generally one of the most comment sections I've seen in a while. Would have been nice if the post provide. Yep. You know it's over when the generic shitpost accounts are talking about it. Honestly prefer this one over the developers lying and never fixing it, to be honest. That's true. That's true. Holy shit. We got actual transparency from Bungie. Holy, I didn't even think about that for 2 seconds. We actually got them being transparent about something. Holy crap. This is probably the most transparent they've been. Holy. Yeah, this is the most transparent Bungie's ever been. Then leave Destiny 2 alone if they can't fix their... You're handling this of the Destiny 2 situation, and your silence only nets you massive distress and horrible negative PR. Do you think Sony cares? Because they don't even care about their own community. They're upcharging consoles like everyone else, but they're also upcharging the subscription while their competitors are keeping their subscriptions low because they realize, oh, we're gonna sink our boat. Sony don't care. This is how it's gonna be from now on. Oh, fuck you, Sony. It's Joe over. Yeah, I do think we're Joe over, but I think we are in the multiple stages of grief, and I think people are starting to get to the acceptance of the death, especially now that people are. It's funny. I saw another tweet. I should have grabbed it, but it's over when the Destiny 2 team starts doom posting. I was like, bro. Some people just okay, but yeah, it's Joe over. Next week apparently might be the last patch and the last TWID update. We'll see. It's the end of June going into July, and we might be seeing layoffs next week or early July. We are gonna see how bad the damage is. We're gonna see who gets layoff. And we're gonna find out if there's any the only silver lining is that we might get a bunch of nuggets inside. I hope they name and shame every leader that made choices that destroyed not just the game, but also the studio outside of Pete. Give us names. Give us names so we can call them out, and we could hope that these people never get a job again in gaming. These are the people that need to be, Salem witch trials, not literally, burn them at the stake, but metaphorically, we need to burn them at the stake, hunt these witches, give them stitches, and make them sleep in the ditches. Is that how that song goes? I don't know. All metaphorical, by the way. Do not harass, actually threaten the lives of people. I know that should be common sense, but we live in a day and age where common sense doesn't exist. Name and shaming is not threatening to stab someone or, put them in the grave, right? Anyways, I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. Never say that I never defend context, because I absolutely do defend context. Context matters. And this is just like, come on. It's not like a YouTube title where you're like, right? You could write a whole paragraph. You chose to do that. Anyways, I'm Mr. Game Counselor, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Huzzah!